It's time now to switch to the Aston Martin, which is right here. Aston Martin DB9, baby! Also known as the car that we won from our old friend Ronald McCrea. And before we do anything else, well, I have to fit the racing number that I always use to this thing, because why not? Also because, well, I pretty much get most of my clickbait shots in the safe house anyway. And my god, this thing has grip. This thing has definitely got some grip, if I do say so myself. I'm also pretty sure there are some potential upgrades available. I'm also pretty certain this thing is definitely a turbo, with its V12. Oh yeah, of course, the unique upgrade. Yeah, that unique tyre upgrade I won. I figured I might as well put that on. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And it's going to improve our handling to the max. Custom racing tyres from Stratospeed. Yes, please. And now that that's done, we can now focus on our other performance upgrades, which we now have available to us. And they're also expensive ones as well. So we got engine, transmission, nope. Suspension, nope. Nitrous, nope. Is there anything else? Okay. And the turbo. We also have the turbo. You obviously know I'm gonna buy the turbo, I mean, come on. This car will pretty much be maxed out by the time I get these parts fitted, so, you know, it's obviously a win-win. It might be expensive, but I do have the money to pay for it, so that's what I want to do. And now that that's done, let's fit our racing number. And well, just as a little recognition, I'll put on the Stratospeed sponsor on the front, just because, well, once I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Stratospeed. Just as a little totem to say that's precisely where I got my racing tyres from. I also figured, you know, I might as well do it as, well, just a pure act of kindness, because, well, you know, I'm cool like that. Or at least I think I'm cool like that. Anyway, got all that done, so let's now go and race this thing, as we've pretty much maxed out its performance. So 6 races to go, as we've got 2 circuit races, 2 toll booth races, 1 sprint race, and a speed trap race. I might as well get through the maximum cup probability events first, as we'll start off with Bond and Beacon Bridge. Which is ironic because, well, Aston Martins historically are known, of course, for being, well, the James Bond cars. So I figured out of a sense of irony I might as well do that. I should probably also turn off the notification sounds on my phone. Anyway, let's go with Bond and Beacon Bridge. getting off to a flying start already. I'm also pretty sure I am going to have to remove the bodywork by the time it comes down to the pursuits in this game. And already we are on the clock. But I do make it with 3 seconds to spare. Speed is proving to be an important factor. However, I do also have strong handling in this car as well, so in case if cops do come around, I have more grip. Plus, this car's handling is about as good as it can get, because it's got maximum handling. Or, if I was to be more interesting in my description, the handling is maximized! Anyway, 2 toll booths are down. 2 toll booths are down. We are going to encounter cops at some point before this is done. I can feel it already. My piss yellow and green Aston Martin is going to be spotted by cops at some point. That's just going to happen. It's basically just a matter of when it happens. And that's all. And yep, we're heading through the football stadium and touching down on the other side. Let's see if we can deliver the touchdown. Pun intended. For our first event with the DB9. And using the speed breaker so I can get through the shortcuts. And now that that's done, we are moving along nicely. And cops are going to show up at some point. It's just going to happen. And yep, there they are. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, there was no way I was going to get through this race without encountering at least one copper. It was pretty obvious to me.
10-4, Echo 12. Detailing units now.
As he goes through the park, and I miss a... Oh, actually, I don't miss a pursuit breaker.
Echo 12.
I must have just got it in time. And getting rid of that cop, there are inevitably going to be more that will show up. Seems like a foregone conclusion at this point. But we are still rolling in our Aston Martin. Let's see if we can make the touchdown in this one, as I do so with the pursuit breaker. And I need a pursuit breaker, and I need it now. Okay, so 1 toll booth left. I think there is another pursuit breaker around the corner here, unless I'm thinking of a different area. And yes, I am thinking of a different area. And that's all. And right before the cops intervene, I just managed to slip through, as I go directly into the shipyard at the docks. And this is going to be a close one, but I think I'll make it. A close one with the cops, not with the time, if you're asking. But anyway, there we go. We beat this whole booth on our first try with the DB9. And my top speed in the end was 218 with an average of 136. And 3 traffic collisions. Now I need a pursuit breaker and I need it fast. Okay, and come on. There we go. Pursuit breaker successful. And I really need to make sure I get that next shortcut. Okay. And okay, it's right there. And through the pursuit breaker. Can I evade him? Come on, can I get rid of him? Yes, I can. I did it! I got rid of them. And I got 5 infractions as a result of avoiding them. With speeding, hit and run, damage to property, resisting arrest, and driving off the roadway. Okay. So, that's our first event done. And we reach our cooldown zone right after we hit a pursuit breaker. Cool. However, since that was an event with maximum cop probabilities, I do have to save the game again because I don't want to repeat these things. Not that I have any problems with that, but the truth is, things are going to get harder and harder. Although I do want to know how many unserved infractions I now have. Just whilst I'm thinking about it. I know there is one of these. Okay, I'm P8. I have 179 unserved infractions so far. And I have no doubt in saying that's probably going to go up. However, I do have the most for a single pursuit with 7. Well, joint first, with JV, Bull, and Webster, and also Razor. A 5-way tie for the top, is what it is. Okay, anyway. That's cool. I just wanted to check to be sure, as these are all my other rankings, and I'm also P2 on the Pursuit Bounty achieved. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do before we can complete the rap sheet. Anyway. Our first one is down, so let's now get through the other ones where we will encounter feds. As our next one is going to be a sprint race at Camden and Dunwich. So we got an Audi TT, a Pontiac GTO, and a Fiat Punto for this sprint race. And just short of the perfect launch, but that's okay, because I make my way to the front. And my strong handling Aston Martin is once again up to the lead, ahead of Blacklock and Speed Freak. These are very clearly nicknames. I know they would never be real names. Unless they're pet names. Then in which case that would be understandable, but...
You got any more info on that?
Anyway.
We don't have a clear description of the vehicle at this time. Stand by.
Cops are going to be involved again. It's only a matter of time. I will of course have to lose the bodywork once I get down to the pursuit, because, well, that's what I always do. And so far, so good. I'm currently on what's essentially a domination run. So it looks as though the DB9 is proving to clearly be the best car at this time. Might also be because of that unique tyre upgrade I got. I do not guarantee you will get the unique tyre upgrade, but I just figured I'd mention that because, well, it does seem to be helping me. And that's the reason why my car right now is running bad fast. That was clearly a scoring error for a moment there. It happens. I have no problems with it. Sometimes you will encounter the scoring error bug. It was just a common little glitch for certain games to have at that time. But either way, it didn't really matter because, well, it was just a minor fault. And cops are probably going to show up sooner rather than later. It seems too obvious to me that they're going to show up. And there they are.
We're closing fast on a vehicle that matches the description. That reported party? Hold on while I confirm it's our guy. Yeah, 10-4, 10-4, I got
Anyway.
it. Code 3 chase.
Let's go. And bust some cops. But anyway, there we go. Finishing speed of 109 and a winning margin in the end of 1.74 seconds, is it? And a top speed of 189. Yeah, oh, okay, 1.73. Yeah, virtually 1.74 seconds. And the highest overall speed in that race was 210, as I drew with Blacklock for the joint second top speed of 189, and Speed Freak set a top speed of just 182. Okay, now I need to find a pursuit breaker. And I need to lose these fools. That's what I'm going to do now. Or try to do.
Stand by. Found him. Holding on
Okay.
to 6.
And I get drilled from behind. I'm going to head over there, since that does seem like the easiest pursuit breaker for me to reach. And also to, well, drill. That's probably my easiest option, if I can use my speed breaker correctly. Okay. Come on, make it through, 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 make it through. Okay, we've got it. We have succeeded. And one of them is in the wall. And that could be catastrophic. Okay, can I please get out of here?
We're on him now, he's moving fast.
Okay. Alright. Come on. Come on, get me moving, get me moving. No, you don't. You don't got me yet. Nope, and I'm in the wall. However, I do manage to avoid disappointment.
2 minutes away. They are code 3. Hang in there.
Okay. Alright.
Members, be advised, this suspect
He missed
was
me.
last seen heading southbound on Ocean Hills Drive. Quad should be set up in the surrounding area. Call is still code 6.
Let's see if this works.
10-4 dispatch. This is Bravo 27 requesting air
Okay,
support.
is
This
this
is a
gonna
big
work?
zone cover.
Seems to be working so far.
This is Charlie 2-4.
Can we get there?
Dispatch, stand by for confirmation.
Come on, please get me there, please get me there, please get me there, please get me there, please get me there. Yep, we've got it. We've definitely got it. Okay. And that's another 5 infractions to add to our... Oh, another 6 infractions, in fact, to add to our total. As we are now up to... 185, is it? Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Haven't done any of the milestones yet, but that will be coming soon. And that's what we'll be doing next. So, another one down, as we're back up to over 800 grand in our cash total. And we are now up to less than 8 million bounty points. Which means there is most likely more to come. But anyway. There we go. So that's now... Is that 2 or 3 events we've now done? I think it's 3. Oh, must be 2. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just did that circuit race with the Viper, if I'm not mistaken, so it must be... Yeah, I must have done 2, because there's still 4 left. Anyway, one more to do, and that's at Lennox and Camden. And then the other ones, we should be fine. Okay, let's go. So we got ourselves a Subaru Pretzel, a Porsche Cayman, and an Audi A4. And once again, I lose it on launch. There are probably going to be cops here very soon, as I open up the event with a speed of 107, which was pretty poor because, well, the top overall speed in that first sector was 121. Starting with 107, but making up for it with another 156, putting my total now up to 263, still behind the leader, but I should be able to catch up, and that's what I do, by setting a top speed in that sector of 195, and this one is going to be a close one, is what he thinks.
Dispatch, you got any more info on this vehicle?
Okay.
Caller didn't get a good look at the vehicle. We'll try
And yep, and cops are already on us, as I would have
Got a call
expected.
on my screen. Oh, head up and check it out.
I'm honestly not surprised. But, either way, we are moving along nicely, and it's obvious to say that we are going to be in pursuit.
Code 3, vehicle pursuit.
Yeah, Code 3 does refer to vehicle pursuit if you're asking, just to confirm that. I may not exactly work for traffic cops, but I certainly know that there are certain parts in the highway code that do no doubt refer, of course, to traffic cops. And this is a close one, but I'm somehow managing to stay on top. We're definitely trading our speed markers in this. As I get back ahead once again. We're definitely swapping and trading for the lead. But I do come away as the winner. And by just 21 over reactive, Watson finished third, and it was Boost in fourth, and one of us drove an Aston Martin. I think it was probably reactive. Wait, what other opponents do we have in this race? I don't remember. Anyway, time to get the hell out of here. As I slam into the back of the Porsche Cayman, which probably hurts me. But either way, I do manage to come away from one side of the pursuit. And okay. And he's gone.
Roger that, Bravo 29. Units have detail and are en route.
Can I get out of here? This could get very close. However, I don't think I will get out in time.
Watch yourself, break wide until this clears up. This vehicle just went into a construction site.
Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay, we're out. Is this going to be a repeat of last time? I honestly hope it is. And it is not.
Attention all units, pursuit now condition 3.
All units, State Patrol is now in command of this chase.
Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay. Let's see if this
Units
works.
heading up to the code 3 chase. Suspect
Not exactly
reported
one of the
westbound
getaway
on
spots,
Ocean Hills
but
Drive. Quadrant
I'm
has been
hopeful
authorized.
in saying this will
Additional
work.
units, will be provided in detail to the perimeter. Stay tuned for updates.
But we'll wait and see. He's actually gone. Okay. I think we're done. Oh, never mind. I almost evaded him. Well, it almost worked. I was very close to it working. Oh well, looks like it's time to hit the water tower again.
I lost a visual here, hold on.
Okay.
Pursuit units, keep pushing over to us, we got a real blocked up. Back on view, still code 3. Need more cover, I lost a unit.
And let's see. Oh, yep. They just don't want to stop, do they? Huh, right where the finish line is. Okay.
I can't keep up with them. I'm losing a visual.
This could get very interesting.
Just knocked out one of them, need some backup.
Until I can find a pursuit breaker.
Green showing they're a couple miles out.
Come on, come on.
With a bunch of other units.
I really want
Just make sure he doesn't
I really want to lose these bastards. I really want to lose them.
dispatch.
If that's possible.
We need all the help you can get us.
Units heading out to the pursuit call. Be advised, suspect was last reported northbound on Camden Tunnel Road.
Bollocks.
Containment is to include immediate area
still
and
on me.
everything west of his last double.
He's cutting through the park.
Okay. Can I actually get away from them this
Dispatch,
time?
25. I need a bus at my location. Code 6 lost. Minimum time delay.
This could get interesting.
Requesting 1085. I'm the only one in this quadrant. This is Unit 29.
Am I actually gonna get lucky this time?
Paramedics are looking him over now. As soon as we can move him, I'll transport him to
Not
the
exactly the most ideal spot, I'll admit, but here's to hoping it works. Okay, gonna go back slowly. Okay. Just a little bit further. Okay, I think that should do it. Just so I'm not drawing too much attention. I think I'll go under that tree there. Just to make sure. Yeah, okay, we've got it. We've got another one. Alrighty. That's good. And we only got 4 unserved infractions this time. Yeah, getting the lifetime infractions... Yeah, that's going to be a whole other headache for me to put together. But either way, it's still another successful pursuit. And now that that's done, the other race events we should be just fine with, because we can escape to the safe house immediately afterwards. So continually saving my progress, because that's what I have to do from here on out. Excuse me. Anyway. We have just 3 race events left. As we've got another toll booth, and then we've got 2 circuit races. So 3 events to go. Might as well get through the toll booth event first, and then we'll get through the other 2. As we are doing Petersburg and Bond. James Bond. Pun intended. Okay, let's go. I can honestly say that tyre upgrade is working wonders for me. And what do you know, it took me 4 events to eventually get the perfect launch with this thing. But with the cops now out the way, the only thing we can really focus on now is getting through these other events. Which is what I aim to do. And the traffic is not helping me right now. Can I please stop running into traffic? I know this car might be tough, but I don't want to keep running into traffic. Okay? Okay. Alright, we're still moving along nicely. I still have not caught wind of the first toll booth gate. I'd imagine that's close to here somewhere, although I don't know for sure. But we're doing okay for now, so yeah, we've got this one. There it is. Okay. And yep, that is a solid tree. Okay. Still doing good at this stage. Okay, and alrighty, we're still moving along nicely. I would honestly argue this is probably the best handling car I have in this game right now. It probably has even stronger handling than the Evo 8, and that's a 4-wheel drive. This thing, however, is only two-wheel drive, and it basically handles... practically like a dream. And it honestly just slips into me as perfectly as a glove. That's just how amazing it is for me to have that Junkman tyre upgrade. I think that was probably very helpful in my case for making this thing handle as good as it does. I mean, this car basically does handle like it is four-wheel drive. Like, it feels as though you just have total control over the car with the handling. And you basically just have to slip into it. So yeah, a unique tyre upgrade. It's probably one of the best performance parts you can get in this game, in my opinion. It's definitely one of the best, bar none. Because of the way my DB9 is handling. Of course, I know some of you won't get quite as lucky as I have with acquiring that little piece, but, well, if you want to try and go for all of the blacklist cars like I'm doing, then, well, you know, you're more than welcome to do so. It's ironically the strategy I have now pretty much come to approach. And it looks like it's probably my best choice as well, from what I can see. And there we go. Finished with 11.6 seconds to spare and a finishing speed of 165. Top speed in the end of 215 and an average speed of 140 with 10 traffic collisions. So, pretty close one by toll booth race standards, but nonetheless, we did get it done. And we crash in the tunnel right at the end. Whatever, it's fine. We're back where we need to be, and we're up to 855,000 credits. And once I get through these two, I will probably be just under 900,000. So 2 to go, as we've got Campus, Interchange, and Country Club. I figured I might as well save these two events for last because, well, they're clearly going to be the longest. And without further ado, let's go. So for this one, we've got ourselves a Lotus Elise, a Chevy Corvette, and I think that's a Fiat Punto. It's either a Fiat Punto or it's a Golf. I don't know which one. Anyways, the Elise already makes contact with me early on, and you know what? I think I'm okay with that. But either way, we are getting through this nicely. Okay, so the Elise now leads with the Corvette in second and myself in third. I think that means this is going to be a competitive one, from what I can see, because of how long it is. This practically is an endurance race as much as it is a circuit race, because of just, well, how fucking long the circuit configuration is. Especially since we are technically out on the highway. But anyway, we're still keeping the AI in check as we lead ahead of Jason, Watson, and Anthony. Or Anthony, if you live in America. Even though over here it's pronounced Anthony. So Jason now takes over the lead. I think there's going to be plenty of comers and goers throughout this event. I will probably be leading in some parts, but then the AI will be leading me in other parts, and that is a Fiat Punto that I just saw there, as I'm trying to repass the Corvette. And straight into the wall is where I go. Fuck off. I should not have gone into the oncoming lane, because that virtually means I'm in the incoming lane. But I don't have any more dramas with the traffic. And let's try and see if we can get back into this. And hard hit there in the left-hander, but still able to keep myself in check with what's going on. Jason still leads. I haven't managed to figure out how to pass him yet, as I hit a top speed of 225. Not quite as fast as the Viper, but still very effective in the handling department. I'm going to assume it must be the excessive bodywork that's probably putting on more weight, as I found out before when I succeeded in my pursuit. And, yeah, that's a car. This could get interesting if I'm not able to pass for the lead, but I'm convinced in saying I can. And I do, as the Corvette made a mistake. So Jason must be the one in the Corvette, and I think Watson is the one in the Punto. That was almost a catastrophe, but disaster avoided. So this time, we are doing just fine. And yep, that's a wall. As I run straight into a gazebo. Okay, and it looks like I'm gonna walk away with this one, and I do. With a time of 5 minutes and 16 seconds, and a 2-second victory in the end over Watson, who I think was driving the Fiat Punto, so Anthony must have been the one in the Lotus. So Watson finished second, with Jason third, and Anthony in fourth, with my top speed in the end being 225. Anthony, meanwhile, had the highest overall speed with 226. And there's all the other stats and everything else you need to know, as I had 6 traffic collisions and an average speed of 159. 2.1 seconds in the end was the margin of victory. Anyway, we're done. And right before cops intervene, because I know they will most definitely intervene, we're now at 87%. So we're definitely into the real meat of the game in terms of where the progress lies. There's no question about that now. Anyway, 1 circuit race to go, and it takes place at Country Club. I'm pretty sure we had 3 of these to do. Yeah, we did. The other one was East Park. Anyways, 3 laps around Country Club, as we beat Campus Interchange prior to this. Anyway, let's go for 3 laps around Country Club. So we got a Mercedes SLR McLaren, a Porsche Carrera GT, and a Pontiac GTO. So 3 of us are technically driving supercars, meanwhile the other one is, well, a muscle car. And right before I get drilled, which is what would have happened had I not turned to the left, well, turned to the left, I would have been fucked otherwise, because I would have gone straight into the water barrels, and gonna come up short again, to the Carrera GT. Okay, I'm gonna say it, that Porsche Carrera is fast, and I mean fast. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it now, since this is now my 3rd attempt at trying to beat this. That Porsche Carrera is fast. It is damn fast. And now the Pontiac actually has something to say about this. First time in pretty much all the attempts we've had so far that he's actually had a word to say, as I run into a minivan. I'm pretty sure that was a Chrysler Voyager I ran into. At least I think that's what that traffic car was. Or that minivan. I would have said it probably was a Chrysler Voyager from what I could see, with the way it looked. And I think that now means I could lose the lead when we get through the tunnel, because I lost a whole heap of time with those 2 racks. Yep, I have pretty much allowed the AI to practically run riot on me. Because... get out of my fucking way. Yeah, this is gonna have to be another one of those comeback wins if I'm gonna pull this off. Either that or I'm gonna have to do some performance tuning just so I can keep up with that Porsche Carrera. It's obvious to say that he's got more pace than me. And I think that does come down to performance tuning. So yeah, this is gonna have to be a comeback win if it's gonna be anything. Oh yeah, my win streak, by the way, ended at 11. And this is now my 3rd attempt at this. I won 11 straight races on my first try here in Blacklist 2. And the one where I expected myself to struggle, it happened to be the last one. Well, I guess you probably do have to save the hardest for last. But yeah, High Beam is definitely the one in the Porsche. I know that for sure. And that's a another set of toll booths I have just run into. But it's fine, because we still have another lap to make up for the mistake. Even though it would help if I could stop running into traffic. Alice is very much the one in the Pontiac, and once again, she is way behind us. So it looks as though it's going to be a battle among the supercars. Or battle of the exotics, is what I think it is here. Because all three of us are driving supercars that are also technically luxury cars. Also exotic cars. At least I can say with that center toll booth out the way. It does actually give me more room to run. So I can now establish the oncoming lane is faster than the flowing lane in this part of the track. That's definitely the preferable road to take. As we head through those toll booth sector splits. We're really going on this. And that's another water tower. And a speed of 206 through the corner. It looks as though it's going to be yet another battle between the Aston Martin and the Porsche Carrera. We definitely seem to be going at it right now. And plus, I have no performance tuning on this thing. Can I lead the second lap? I probably shouldn't leave Gears out of this either, because, well, he's also pretty quick. However, he wrecks, so that now puts High Beam back up into second. And let's actually see if we can do it right this time. As I can see a blimp overhead. But anyway, we are still in contention. Let's try and see if we can keep it that way. Damn it. Get out the fucking way. Well, I suppose if the mistakes are made earlier in the lap, it might give me time to recover. If I do get past. Probably didn't help me. But I do fight back. As I switch over to the flowing lane. And I really need to make sure I keep my mistakes to a minimum. I really need to hold on to this. There is no fucking way I'm going to let this one slip again. I have already done that twice before. I am going to try my best to not let that happen again a third time. Even though it's always this part of the course that catches me out. Whether it be through mistakes of my own or just through sheer bad luck. It's always this one part of the course that catches me out in the end. And where the Porsche just beats me on outright pace. Oh, he's made a mistake. Although I don't think I'm going to catch him. It looks like he made a mistake. And it looks like he's probably deceived me again. Unless I can catch him this time. Come on, come on. Damn it. Come on, come on, come on. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Yes! Third time's the charm, baby. And that took me 8 minutes to set 3 laps around this joint. After what was pretty much a hotly contested battle with High Beam. Third time's the charm against the Porsche Carrera GT. I once again did a Steve Young in this event. Missed out the first 2 times, but then got it back again on the 3rd time. Anyway. So, 7 minutes and 59.5 seconds to me is my finishing time, and a margin of victory in the end of 1.27 seconds. Had the highest... Oh, okay. My top speed was 215 and my average speed was 157 with 9 traffic collisions and a lap variance of just under 11 seconds. And the average speed of High Beam was 154. And those are the other 2 average speeds. Okay, we are done.
Details of a possible wanted.
That is good. We are actually good. As we are 87% complete with the game now. And we have now done all 12 race events for Blacklist 2. And now we have to get through the milestone events. Oh boy. But anyway, there we go. It's done. The race events are done. And next time we will be stripping off the bodywork and getting some more bounty points. Coming in the next episode.